Some parents we talk to test their kids for drugs as a precaution, some out of proven necessity. It's a barrier of trust most parents never set out expecting to be broken. But if it comes to that, we wanted you to know some of the options for home drug tests.
This one here is the one we basically chose.
This Central Ohio parent agreed to our interview, but preferred we use only his first name, Ken. He has experience giving home drug tests.
I think everybody thinks they know their children.
But sometimes, Ken says, it's not that easy. He has two kids, a boy and a girl, who were tested.
She failed. We talked about it. We discussed the plan that we felt was important.
His son also failed, which led to a long string of tests.
I'm going to guess about every 60 days we probably tested him.
And that can be a costly process. We found home drug tests ranging in price from under $20 to over $40. Least expensive is the test for just one drug.
We knew it wasn't just marijuana, so therefore that test wasn't going to do very much good to us.
Adding indicators adds dollars. This one has 4. Up to 7 illicit drugs are tested in this one. The most expensive will test for those 7 plus 5 prescription drugs commonly abused for a total of 12.
The kits are fairly comprehensive now. They will cover the vast majority of things children are using.
Dr. Craig Pratt at Mount Carmel Health says while the tests are largely reliable, they're just a tool. The decision to administer them is the tricky business.
If your motive is very short-sighted, I want to catch you, that's one motivation. If your motivation is I want to help you, that's entirely different. You've got to know your kid and you've got to know yourself if you're going to use a kit.
In other words, Dr. Pratt says, have a plan ready if there's a positive screen and have a conversation before using the test as a last resort.
If I had a choice between a kit and a good dialogue, I'd take the good dialogue any day.
For Ken, the trust was already broken, so he gladly paid, hoping to put an end to the abuse.
It's well worth the investment to buy the testing so that you can hopefully get some corrective path.
The search for a corrective path can have many turns. If you suspect a drug or alcohol problem exists and you're not sure how to approach it, Dr. Pratt says go to a Narcotics or Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. People in recovery are great educators, he says, and usually very willing to offer ways to approach someone you love who may have a problem. Jeff Hogan, 10 TV News.